Mic connected. To a creeping up. You know how they keep me up. Here we go back with that glare. It ain't that bad, but it's just the way. I'm gonna move some stuff around. See if we get some faces on here. Oh, I'm so upset. I gotta change my time from 7 to 7:30. Maybe. Just maybe 7:45. Hey T, how you doing? Oh, he talking to myself. But I was saying I might have to change my live time. What's up, boss man Antonio? Cause I classes and stuff. I be getting on my last Zoom class on Tuesdays and Thursdays around 7:20, 7:30. I'm gonna have to push the time back. Because sometimes we do been a little longer than expected. So I apologize. I apologize for being late. I just didn't think class was gonna be that long. But how we doing today, Tuesday? Everybody tell me how we doing. My Tuesday is going great so far. I don't know about y'all. We have a lot of football to talk about this weekend. I mean, today. A lot of football been played over the weekend. Man, oh my. A lot of football. But like I said, start with how y'all doing today. Have you started rehab yet, bro? How is it going? Hey, and disregard my behavior on the play. Okay. Yeah, I started rehab. I want to say the day before the first game. So the day before we played Monroe. The day before we played Monroe. That was my first day. Well, not that was my first day. I think I went 2 days before that. My bad. So there's Tuesday. Yeah, I went Tuesday, Wednesday, Monroe, Friday, and so on and so on. But it's been going good. It's just weird, this is much worse than I would say I broke my leg, right? Tore my ACL. Like it's levels. It's levels, and I'm not gonna lie, this works. But no, it's good. Just all right, T. Just trying to get that range of motion back. Just small, simple things. Trying to pick it up, do like a leg raise, trying to bend it a certain degree. Trying to see how far we could bend it, picking it up. Yeah, that's about it. I'm starting to develop feeling back. Cause when they gave me surgery, right? They gave me a nerve block in I don't know where, but they gave me nerve blocks in my leg, all throughout my leg. So it was for a minute. It was like my feet. I couldn't feel my left foot. I couldn't feel my toes. And then I want to say like 2 3 days afterwards, I got to wiggling and my toes was moving. My foot was numb. And I was real itchy. My leg was real itchy. I can tell you that. My leg was really, really itchy off of that. But yeah, outside of that, everything else been good. Just trying to move it. That's been like the journey. Getting that strength back, standing up, taking a couple steps. Yes, a lot. And for those who don't know, right, I learned this today. I had tore my ACL and my meniscus in the same time, at the same time. I found that out today. He told me after the surgery I was kind of out of it, but he told me he had to clean up the meniscus. He was like, yeah, I had to clean it up. But then today he was like, yeah, it was torn, so I had to, do all that. But yeah, everything been going good so far. Shout out to Dr. Burgess. I had an appointment with him today. But shout out to Miss Ari, Kaylee, and our student at T staff. They've been doing a good job helping me. Like I said, just trying to get that range of motion, trying to get that leg. Cause like my leg, this is how my leg is. My leg stays like this. Like it stays like this. So just trying to get it to go more of this. Right? And then even when it's like this, trying to get it to go a little bit more. They're trying to get to everything my right leg could do. Cause I think when we was doing it, when I hyperextend my leg goes all the way to like -2 on my right leg, like on the little degree thing. But on my left leg, it's at like 22. And when I bend it back, I think I go all the way to like 132, 130, like 6 something. On this leg, it's right at 90. So just stuff like that. Fabulous 50. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But nah, man, college football this weekend. Man, oh my. I don't know about y'all, but all I did this weekend was watch football. It was a lot of great games. Starting on Thursday, our Tigers played Monroe Warhawks. And man, it was a good game. If you was on here, I had a couple people on here with me. We was watching it. I had it playing in the background. We was watching it. I mean, it was a great game. Is our camera now? Okay, I feel like that changed a little. But yeah, that was a great game. That was a game that we most definitely should have won. We had the chance to win, right? We should have won it. And I don't know. I think that's just a game that we let slip out our hands, offensively, defensively, special team wise. We let it slip out our hands, and there's nobody to blame but us. But yeah, my takeaways. I was watching first today, and I was watching him and how he kind of broke down his opinion. Man, we cannot. And it was a good stat he pointed out. At one point, he brought out the final stats, but at one point, the rushing yards were JSU 50, ULM 199. Now, I don't know what they finished out with, but at one point in the game, they had 200 rushing yards. We had 50. It's hard to win a football game when you can't stop the run. When you can't stop the run and when your run is getting stopped, it's going to be hard to win a football game. It's almost impossible. So, yeah, that was one thing. Another thing he brought up was penalties. Man, he broke it down so smoothly. Because if I'm not mistaken, they had more penalties, 4 more yards. It's just when we had our penalties. Like, for example, with the face mask from Mr. Webb. 3rd and 20, right? You get a tackle behind line of scrimmage. So let's just say 3rd and 22, 3rd and 23. They was backed up. Towards close to the end zone, right? Let's say we get that, right? Backed up. But you know what Coach Jones gonna do? We send a pressure at that punter. That punter have to get it quick and get it fast. So, potentially you get a block kick, right? You get a scoop and score, or you get a block kick, and instead of us starting on the opposite side of the field, we start right there on the 10, 15-yard line. It's just different ball games. But he get the face mask, they get the yards, and they get the first down. Now we got to play the whole. Now it's just playing the whole thing. Now the defense out there for a long time. So just that's about it. I was kind of with him with his breakdown of the game. It was nothing more than timely penalties and timely mistakes. Not necessarily the mistakes, but more so when they happen, right? When they happen, just it put a halt on things. It changed the morale, right? The team morale changed. And another thing, as a team, we can't let that happen. you know. And I know that's easier said than done because trust me, I am a player, played in multiple games. And when those penalties happen, when those turnovers happen, as much as I can say, and you can say, and we can say, we can't let they get to us. It's hard. It's hard. But it just takes, a strong minded team. And that's pretty much it, man. I feel like outside of that, that game was in our back pocket. We can go to the fourth quarter where it was 14-14, or third quarter it was 14-14, and you go 14-20. Like it was a great game. Good game for the Tigers. Good game for the Tigers. Now, going down the mighty, with Tallahassee, Florida. Now, I couldn't catch that game. I couldn't catch that game for nothing. But from what I heard, a touchdown was took away. I'm like, hey, it's all right, Miss Mac. How you doing? I'm late too. I just was telling people earlier, my class schedule is kind of what have me late, so I'm gonna have to change my time like from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock to 7:30. I'm gonna have to push it back because my class schedule. And she hold us in, depending on what we learning about, we get held a little longer. So yeah, but we just going over the game from Thursday, our game from Thursday. But yeah, I was okay. Saturday, FAMU, South Carolina State. Nah, I couldn't watch the game. I couldn't catch it. But from what I heard, South Carolina State had FAMU in their back pocket. They had them exactly where they wanted them at. Fatigue was a thing that I heard. They got South Carolina State beat like towards the end of the game. And man, they said the officiating was bad. I seen one post where the guy clearly has 2 feet down, right? The ball reached out over the line, and they said that wasn't a touchdown. They said it was ruled. It was ruled a touchdown. Then they took it back and reversed it to not a touchdown. And what they won by a touchdown. So you see how that changed everything. And if, like I said, they said that it was called back, and if that's the case, that's crazy. But man, regardless, now see, the ref took the game from SC, and that's what I heard. That's what I heard. So I mean, that's the consensus of what I heard this whole time, and this is what I'm gonna do, as being a GSU football player, which I am. All right, with this, I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna be fair to all teams, right? And I'm not saying this because because I play for Jackson State, and you know this. But fam, y'all ain't looking too good, fam. This the second game in a row where y'all won, but it's like, who the first game was against Norfolk. I mean, start off the drive. Norfolk on their opening drive, you get a 70, 80-yard touchdown, right? And Norfolk coach Odoms, he said after the game he went for the 2-point conversion because he just felt as if his guys couldn't hold up for the rest of the game. For overtime, for that, he just was like he thought his guys was tired. And they get that 2-point conversion, they stop FAMU defense from driving down the field. FAMU 0-1 going into that game. It just creates a lot of difference. It just changes everything. So yeah. But shout out to FAMU though, because I mean it's hard. It's hard for one of them teams to come out punching, right? The teams come out punching. They come out punching hard. And for that team to be able to stand through that, take the lick, take the first punch, wipe it off, and go on and play ball, that's impressive, man. I'm not gonna lie. As much as the close games are scary, the fact that they're winning them, can't say nothing about it. You can't say nothing about it. I'm not upset with it, but it's concerning. If you are a FAMU fan, right, and a FAMU player, it's concerning, especially going into these next 2 games where you play Miami. Excuse me. Going to these next 2 games and you play Miami and USF. Is it USF or UCF? I know it's one of them Florida schools, right? But yeah, so that's USF. Okay, yeah. So going to the next 2 games where you play USF and Miami before SWAC play, And these are two games where you're obviously, you know, picked to lose before the game. But I mean, you can win, but that's just real concerning as you get ready to hit the swag play after playing these two opponents. Power Five and Group of Five. USF is a Group of Five. Oh, Miami and Troy. So did they play USF? Or am I wrong? I thought they played USF. Or that was Bethune. Bethune, excuse me. Bethune played USF. Let's see. Let me correct myself. Bethune played Bethune played USF. So FAMU plays Miami and Troy, which once again a Group of Five team and a Power Five team, right? So there's just some things you want to get cleaned up heading into these games. You're obviously scheduled and favored to lose. Anything can happen. You can win. You can be the first SWAC or first HBCU school to get a win over a Power Five or Group of Five school. So I mean, hey, but that's just something that you want to fix, right? What else? I didn't watch too many other games. I did watch yesterday, right? No, not yesterday. Day before yesterday, Sunday. The Blue Blossom Classic, right? A game that we went 2-1 in over of our 3 years of playing. 2-1 in those games, man. I don't know what to say about that one. That was interesting. You got Andrew Body, right? One of the best quarterbacks in the SWAC at Texas Southern last year, right? Nobody. Okay, if we're gonna start there, the game was completely empty. I think I seen a report that they said that was the lowest in like the past. We knew it wasn't gonna be as high when we don't show up, right? But they said that was the lowest attendance for a while. Like for like the past couple years, that was one of the lowest attended Orange Blossom Classics of all time. And that says a lot. NCCU and Alabama State. But shout out to under 10,000. Yeah, that's like that's bad. That's bad. But shout out to NCCU and Coach Trey Oliver. That's a way to win a football game, right? When you have your starting quarterback go, when you have basically essentially a whole new team, offensively and defensively, you come out there and you win up big on State. You win up big, and shout out to State for coming back. I mean, State, it looked like State was gonna put off the comeback, right? But shout out to State for coming back. But overall, NCCU held it down. They won the ball game. Coach Oliver, he coached a great game, but let's talk about it. So Andrew Body, quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the SWAC last year, one of the best quarterbacks in the SWAC over the past couple of years, from Texas Southern, transfers to Alabama State. And his transfer alone has them sitting number one in the preseason SWAC ranking. His transfer alone has Alabama State sitting at the top for the preseason SWAC ranking. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I was a head coach and essentially one player alone, which Coach Robinson knows, one player alone took my team, from even though not the preseason doesn't matter, but still he took my team from here to here. He has to play. That has to be my quarterback, right? And you never know because these guys you hear it all the time. I'm up at Boise State, Malachi Nelson, right? He lost a starting job to the quarterback there. I can't think of his name. And Ty Thompson at Tulane, he transferred there from Oregon, and he lost a job to a guy who's been, I think his name Darren Mensah, something like that, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that, but watching that game yesterday, it was obvious who the better player was. Not even necessarily the better athlete, because we know Body is a great athlete. but the better player was Andrew Body. And the throws that he made when he had time to throw were some pretty darn good throws, right? It was some pretty good throws that he made when he had the chance to throw the ball. And with his legs, he finished with 100 something plus yards. And he had a catch for a first down. Like I don't know how Coach Rob can go out this weekend and he can start O'Brien over Body. I don't know. And Alabama State, one thing Alabama State has been big on is their defense. Them guys from last year gone. Bubba gone. Little man Rico gone. You know, so it's just that's tough. That's tough to replace. And then we had this with your quarterback. Like I said, I don't know what offense they was running. I couldn't tell you what they was doing. I was so confused because when they first came out, and I seen Body, but then I seen O'Brien, and I seen they both lined up. You know, with the I was, and then I'm like, okay, starting off with something funky at the beginning of the game, starting off with something to catch them off guard, and then it just became the primary offense. To when Body got in, 9 times out of 10, he was in here to run the ball and catch the ball, which is not what he does. And like I said, when he had the chance to throw the ball, he threw the ball. Like the fourth, well, it was fourth and long, and he took you to the house off a run. That's electric, right? So I don't know. I don't know what convinced Coach Rob to go with that. You know, I'm not at practices. I'm not at no practices, nothing dealing with Alabama State. I have ASU online was bad. Yes, it wasn't a good look for them, but it was a great look for Coach Oliver in CCU. And shout out to Texas Southern. Texas Southern went and beat PV, and everybody talk about Texas Southern. That school without their own stadium, right? That school without this, that school without that. And they went and they beat PV. And PV always makes it to the championship out the West because there's nobody over there. Because it's a relatively weak division, right? So they always make it out the West, except for 22 when Southern made it. Oh, with the 23. 22 when Southern made it. Yeah, 22 when Southern made it. And you go and you lose to Texas Southern, who was one of the preseason. Like I said, preseason doesn't matter, but preseason they was ranked as one of the worst teams. You have them, Valley, Bethune, um, and so on and so forth. And they went the next day and they won. They whooped them. It wasn't no. I didn't hear nothing about no referees. I heard nothing about nothing else. But Texas Southern just straight up went in there and they played football and they won. They left. So shout out to them for that, man. That was good. That was good. Let's take a look. So after week one, well, not week one. We after week one because FAMU played in week 0. So after week 1, right? After week 1, this is the SWAC standing. SWAC East. Oh, let's see. So after week 1, we have Florida A&M number 1, rightfully so. 2-0. Won 2 good games. A&M number 2, 0-1. Alabama State number 3, 0-1. Bethune number 4, 0-1. The best school, 0-1. Valley, 0-1. And let's see. Let me see, because wait a minute. So A&M played Auburn and lost 73-3, and they're ranked higher than us. Bethune played South Florida and lost 48-3, and they're ranked higher than us. Valley played Tennessee State, lost by 20. They're under us. We played UL Monroe, lost by 16, and we're fifth when these two teams lost by a lot. I mean, I can see if it was FAMU, Alabama State, but it's only week one. So in the West, you have Texas Southern number one, Alcorn number two, Pine Bluff three, State, Grambling State four, Southern U five, and Prairie View at the bottom. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Ooh, were you able to hear me? I did not realize that. Will the game be streamed on Saturday? That is $1 million question. I don't have the answer for you, but we should probably figure out closer to game day. But yeah. But yeah, that was just I don't know what to say about that. Them rankings. I don't know who made those rankings. My on the SWAC channel. So yes, Jarrell, as Ms. Mac told you, the games will be streamed on the SWAC channel. So get it how you can get it. I don't know. I should be at the game. I might. I might not. I might just wait till week after next, the Southern weekend. It's gonna be there for sure. And other football, man, shout out, not even shout out, but congratulations to USC, right? USC, second year in a row, LSU done led somebody. And by no means am I the biggest LSU fan. By no means am I an LSU fan. But I'm Louisiana everything till I die, except for the Saints. I can't stand the Saints. I could care less. But you go up to Vegas, right? Against a Lincoln Riley led team. One thing Lincoln Riley is known for is not having no type of defense, not a lick of defense. And you lose to Lincoln Riley. This game on Saturday will be streamed on the SWAC Digital Network. Like I said, there you go again, Jarrell. You lose to a Lincoln Riley led team, and the only reason I cheer for LSU this game is because they had a lot of players that I've either worked out with, played against on basketball. So I was okay. Like Conor Lacey, he did the gun gesture, and the guy he did it to were two guys I know. But still, you lose that ball game, and then for Coach Kelly to go into the press conference afterwards and say his quarterback outplayed my quarterback is ludicrous. Right? Your best receiver didn't touch the ball twice in the second quarter. When he didn't touch the ball, he was targeted twice in the fourth quarter and after the half. You know, you was up 4 and just went away. I don't know, man. You had your best player, number 7, Harold Perkins, edge rusher, not coming off the edge. I don't know what to say. I'm just as lost as y'all. When it comes to things like that, I don't know what to say, man. That's just crazy. And then again, I don't know, Florida State. I don't know. It would absolutely suck to be a Florida State fan, Florida State player, or anybody affiliated with Florida State. You start off over the water, overseas, losing to Georgia Tech, and you're number 10 ranked Florida State, top 10. You're number 10 ranked Florida State in a 12-team playoff. All right. You lose to Georgia Tech, unranked Georgia Tech, and the committee was like, you know what? Keep them ranked. Could they'll double back against Boston College. First game jitters, they lose. Cool. You go to Boston College and you lose, even worse than you lost to Georgia Tech. And man, oh my, like I said, it would be a tough time to be a Florida State player, uh, alum, whatever, supporter. I seen last night Jalen Ramsey. He was just like, oh my. He was tweeting tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet, upset about the game. I mean, I don't know. Is he rightfully should though? I mean, it's bad. That's a bad look, especially coming off of last season, right? Where you were 13-0, left out the college football playoff, and you complained. You know, you had teams like Alabama make it. You had teams. Who else made it? Bama made it, and Bama had a loss. Uh, who else made it? Washington had made it, even though Washington went undefeated as well. But Washington made it, and they played a relatively weak schedule too. Yeah, Washington, Texas had a loss, right? So it was just that was you don't get that. Then you come out the first two games of the season and you lose. Granted, you didn't have the same team from last season, but still you come out the first two games and you lose to two unranked opponents. That's not very. Hey T, how you doing? But that's not very demure of you, right? It's not very classy at all. But nah. Uh, but yeah, this week tuning up against Lane. Now this one thing I have to say. I'm good, T. I can't complain. Only talking ball. That's about it. We talked ball and just talking about my recovery process and rehab and stuff like that. But this is one thing I have a question about. So this weekend is the WC Gordon Classic, and one thing that we associate WC Gordon with JSU is them red jerseys. Them red jerseys ain't nothing to play with, or the color red, but the accent. And the president, right? JSU by 50, yeah, 50. JSU by 50. The president, didn't he say something about us not wearing red? Nah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm confused. I don't know. But I know we need to show up in all I read. I mean, so thank you, Mr. President. I'm with you. we got to show up what I read on, dog. We can't not wear I read, especially for the WC going like this. That's just what we do for that game. That's what we do. That's what we do. I mean, as simple as that. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. See how he take that, cause I know. Oh, stuck my head. Hello, good sir. Fan, just want to say hello. Wish you well. You are a great ambassador for DLO. Thank you so much, Professor. And I'm going to email you back this week because we got to get you on. Because when you can't, hold on, before we do anything, Professor King, I want to say maybe a week or so before the game, 2 weeks, he came, and I still have my paper up here. I just seen it the other day, Professor. He came, and when I tell you, he gave us some JSU history. When I tell you, he gave us some JSU history. I've been for 4 years, and he taught me a lot of stuff. He taught me things I haven't learned in my 4 years here as a student. Right? He taught me a lot personally, and of course everybody else. But I was like, wow. And just hearing his story about his pops and his mother and him, and just things about him, how he worked with Prince. Prince called him. He didn't call Prince. Professor did the thing that night. Professor did the thing that night. Right. And I was blessed, and I appreciate the opportunity to be there. Right. And I thank him for coming because once again he taught us a lot. So shout out to you, Professor. Email you back. Fans are wearing red. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know what the team wearing. We normally wear red. I'm assuming we're gonna wear red. I kind of find out tomorrow. I find out tomorrow, but I ain't gonna say nothing. But I find out. But yeah, I don't understand I don't know, man. I feel like tradition is good, but a tradition is always made. Traditions are like rules to me, right? At some point, they're gonna be broken. it is what it is. Like at some point in the near future, Alabama won't wear their crimson and white or their all white. At some point in the future, I'm not saying it's gonna be good. It was my pleasure and honor to talk with y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I still have my paper. It was folded up. I just seen it, and I thought about it. I gotta find it. But traditions are like rules. Eventually, they're gonna be broken. And I mean, I don't see what's wrong because we didn't wear red too much last year. If I'm not mistaken, we wore red one game. We wore red one game, and we wore gray one game. I don't know. I heard that some of the issues came from women's basketball. I don't know how true that is, but still, the red it makes it pop. That's what we. I'm trying to pick up some of this. The red is just what makes it pop. It's just the best way for me to say it. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't know. President might got some other things going on, but yeah, I don't know. Professor. I mean, president. That's a crazy ask concerning that. I haven't heard too many fans complain about the red. I do know one time I seen the fans and the alumni take control of what we wore, and that was my freshman year. And we went to the Celebration Bowl, and we went to Celebration Bowl, and I forgot. I think I think Coach Prime at the time wanted to wear the red jerseys, and I can remember being there, and it went from red to what did we wear? We ended up wearing blue tops or white bottoms. So yeah, I remember that. I never forget that moment. And that wasn't a prime decision. That was a alum decision. So yeah, but now I don't know. I feel like that's different. But for the WC Classic, come on now, red, you know, mm-mm. I don't know. Yeah, but I mean, we have 14 people on here. What we got? I'm old, but I'll be already Saturday. See, like when you got Professor, people like Professor C. Lee, who's been around JSU for a long time, and he has no issue with the red. How the president who just got here gonna have an issue with the red? Ms. Mac, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know, but we'll see. I think the team. I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. But like I said, we got 15 people on here. So I'm gonna let y'all talk to me if y'all don't have nothing else to say. We're gonna cut this short. Been on here for around 40 minutes. If you don't have any questions, comments, or concerns, all right? And if so, I'm here all night. And I'm here as long as y'all keep me here. Right? So yeah, talk to me. If you got anything to say. If not, I understood. I know we got work tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Third day of the work week. Well, maybe second day of the work week. I know we off on Mondays, right? Labor Day holiday. Most of us should have been off on Monday, or we were either off on Monday or we worked hours. We worked short hours. So yeah. Anything. I'm gonna sit on here for about another 2 minutes. If we don't have nothing, I would be getting off. Oh man. I ain't nothing. Football season starts in NFL. I'm gonna say this before we get off. NFL season's right around the corner, right? Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I rock with. Them Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm wearing intensified pink. Ah, I like it. You're wearing intensified pink, so we know what that means. We know what that means. Shout out to you, AJSU Chico. Hey, shout out to you. Go Cowboys. Man, I thought we was better than that. I thought we was better than that. But at least you didn't say the Saints. I'm not gonna be mad at the Cowboys, Cowgirls, as long as you didn't say the Aints. Intensified. I never knew when I first heard that. I was like, what? What was that? What is pink? I was so lost. I'm about to start cheering for my Saints because my Cowgirls have let me down. Till you just don't. Till you just can't get right. How you an Aints fan and a Cowgirls fan? You're supposed to be. You can't be both. You have to be one or the other. You can't play both sides. So whenever the Saints, okay, so this is my question: whenever they play against each other, who you rock for? Because somebody had to win, somebody got to lose. Yeah, I don't see how you do that. I'm ready for b-ball season. Our boys gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I see them boys walking around campus. Them some pretty. I'm a tall guy myself, but they make some pretty tall boys. T, you gotta answer this. Who you root for when they play against each other? After you answer this, we're gonna get off of here. And the women's basketball team too. Shout out to them too. See them on campus as well. One more thing. I know I've been something. Shout out to the women's volleyball team. They have been whooping opponents. They beat Monroe. They're beating a lot of group of five teams in volleyball. I don't know much about volleyball, but I know we win it. That's all I know, and that's all that really matters. Look towards the start going. Oh yeah, volleyball putting away. The volleyball team giving. Yeah, the volleyball team they play tonight. Northwestern State, right? Yeah, Northwestern State tonight. I'm excited to see the outcome of it, to see what we do. I'm only expecting a W, but I am old enough that I saw Archie Manning play for the Saints, Roger Staubach play for the Cowboys, and Walter Payton play for the Bears. Don't call it old, Professor. Call it seasoned. You're seasoned. Oh, the game over. Well, who won the game? That was fast. Who won the ball game? Call it season though, Professor. We ain't gonna call you old. We gonna call it just a little season, a little salt, a little pepper, a little Zatarain's, Tony Satcherin's, onion powder. That's about it. The game over with? Dang, that's fast, right? No, that's not normal. Am I tripping? Am I? Oh no, it started at 8 o'clock. It started at 6 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Hmm. Should we get us a score? Man, they don't have no score on here. Well, I can't find one. I can't find it. I've been looking for a score. I can't find a score. But now, with that being said, Josh, I thank you to everybody who joined. Thank you. Thank you. If you noticed, right, I got my memberships back on my channel. I had to get some things over with YouTube. Got that figured out and fixed. So if you want, you can click one of those, or you can share, subscribe, show your uncle, your uncle's uncle's uncle, right? And get everybody to join the channel. This is a long football season. Oh, it's still on. This is a long football season. We have a lot of football left to be played, and I intend on being here right with you all, right? So yeah, but let's see if we get an update before yeah, I don't even give a score update. Like how football gives a live score update. You don't even do that. But nah. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share. Okay. And yeah, I'm out. We're gonna let it get to 46. That's other things are gonna wait for you. We appreciate you too. And I'm gonna do some time to you, Professor. Always doing some work. It's in the 5th game. Okay. Oh, I mean it's 3-2. Flipping coin, JSU. Oh my. Oh my. Mm. Well, we're gonna get off and I'm gonna catch it. First the 15 wins. Hmm. Well, it's a good game. Well, we're gonna get off and we're gonna stay updated. So, like I said, I will catch y'all later. First to get yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. First to get to 15. I understood. First to get to 15 wins, 5th game. So I mean it's 2-2 in the sets. 2-2. So yeah, this is the game here. This game is the game. Well, go Tigers. Go to shout out to them Lady Tigers. Nothing else. All right. Well, like I said, we're gonna get off here. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all so much. And yeah.